Alright, next project on this Ford Exploder is to replace the window regulator. It is not working on this particular vehicle. Initially I was expecting this to be quite easy. However, I did a little bit of research online, as I like to do, just in case there's that hidden nut or bolt that you don't know. It appears, once I get inside here, it's riveted, so I have to drill the rivets out. It also appears, instead of being normal, Mr. Ford decided to use different sizes. Most vehicles use 10mm and 8mm. Apparently, and I will find out when I get there, Ford decided to use 11mm and 7mm. So, let's get into this POS. Let's get this off first. And of course it doesn't want to come off easy. Why would it? What about this one here? Let's grab a screwdriver and get this piece off. Okay, so putting the handle forward, this comes off quite easily. I'll give them a brownie point for that. And now let's, what we need to do here, come on, there we go. Get this off and pressing the tabs here to release. He says, oh yes, you just push it in and release it, don't you? Okay, there goes one. Let's see if we can do the same on the green. Look at that. Not necessarily the best method, but it sure as hell works. Okay, and then we start hitting the bolts. Also, I believe down here somewhere, yep, there are some more bolts. Alright, let me, let's see, what did I say it was? I said it was going to be a 7mm, which means I have to use my adapters here. Excuse me, struggling here for a second. But I brought out my 3/8, and my 3/8 doesn't go down to 7mm. That's probably a 7 there, isn't it? Yes, here we go, 7mm. Let us see. No, that's too easy. That's not a 7, what about these? Hang on a second. What the hell is going on here? Yes, they are a 7. Okay. Sorry, camera angle's probably kind of weird right now. God, why do you need to screw that bloody long? Oh dear. The more and more I touch this vehicle, the more and more I can't think of the right word without being too rude. Okay. This one. Yep. Yeah, it's coming undone. It was just so loose. I thought I had the wrong size. Guess I didn't. It is a 7mm. Well done, Ford. Proved yourself to be different and stupid yet again. Right, now we need to remove this panel. I'm surprised there isn't a screw through the door handle. Just that one there. Okay. Alright, here we go. Now, that is something I knew about purely because I'd watched a video that on this particular vehicle, and maybe others, instead of having those pop things, they have these pieces of plastic that hook into the holes. Hopefully you can see that. They hook into the holes and slot down. Now, whilst I appreciate that is good, they don't break so easy, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be putting it back on. We'll find out. Let me just put this to one side. Now, yeah, let me get a knife. This is sticky stuff. Oh, hang on, maybe I don't need a knife. Maybe I can do it without it. Because when you want to put it back on, yeah, that's coming off quite nicely. You want to try and keep this, it's kind of sticky. Sticky shit. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. Let's see, here we go. There we go. Nicely round here. Oh yes, keep going baby, keep going. Alright. And in the middle here. There we go. Just decided to lock the door. So what is this? Ah, it appears there's a speaker. Good God, look at the state of that. Alright, I got to get that speaker out of the way. So, it sure as hell isn't going to be a 7mm, and where it would normally be an 8, it's probably a 6. So, take the 7 out and put the 6 on. 6 on. There you go, guys. That is a 6mm. So let's get that out of the way. I think he is most sincerely in the way. Sincerely. Oh, what kind of thread have they got on these? Probably a real coarse one, the way that came out. Yeah, look at it. It's like a fucking wood screw. Yeah, well, Fords used to be made of wood. Now it's just them designers. They have wood between their ears. And it sure as hell ain't from the tree of knowledge. Okay, let's disconnect the speaker. No, you can't disconnect the speaker that easy. What the hell do you think you're trying to do? Good God. Oh, for Christ's sake. When will you people, and I mean all car designers, learn to create a connection that comes out easily after it's been sitting there for 5-10 years? Come on. Finally. Alright. Now, let's get this thing off and out of the way. Yeah, I know I didn't have to take it all the way out, but let's make life simple for once. Like me, really simple, okay? And you don't have to agree. Terrific, it's coming. There we go. Now with any luck, and I ain't going to put money on this. Oh, look at that. Alright, we're going to do a quick trick here. Silly ass. That wasn't quite the quick trick you meant, was it? Ha 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 ha. Do that. Get that off of there. That off of there. What the hell is that? Oh dear. course. Now, is there a connection in here to make life easy, or am I just going to have to forget about it? Let us see. Okay, good, there's a connection there. I'm going to pull this all the way off. I don't have to. I just like to be neat, get things out of the way, and make sure we do a decent job. And we'll make sure that this re-adheres when we put it all back together. It's all sticky. Yeah. Now we have a connection here that we can pull out, which allows me to remove that panel completely. Now, looking here, I can see the whole regulator. Now, there is a bolt here. I'm not quite sure what those bolts are doing. I believe they're holding the regulator. This could be fun, trying to get this window out. So, give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, not sure how this is going to work out. I didn't want the video strapped to my head, so I'm going to try and do things with it sitting there on the tripod. One of the things I know you have to do is remove this strip. This you have to do in order to get the glass out. Now, Mr. Ford in his infinite fucking wisdom riveted the window to the regulator, and you have to draw the rivets out to get it out. Unfortunately, this one is stuck up. You cannot see or even get to the rivets, so I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out. I may have to cut the cables, if I can get to them, to lower the window enough so I can drill these crappy rivets out, as opposed to getting a wrench up there and undoing the bolts. Thanks, Mr. Ford. So, well, there is a connector here that is on the motor, so let's see if I can get that off. I like to undo things as I can. This one doesn't seem to want to undo, of course. No, it doesn't want to undo. Alright, we're going to forget that for the moment. Now, there are bolts to undo. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm hoping that once I undo those, it will allow me enough room to drop the regulator so I can drill out the rivets, idiot design, so that I can get the window separated from the regulator, which is not what normal manufacturers do. So let's give it a shot. Oh, and one thing, just there we go again, a free advert for Harbour Freight. Grab yourself one of these. Lovely little device. Clamp onto the window. Right, there we go. With a bit of lick and spit. Put it onto the window. Squeeze. Ooh, it didn't stick. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. What's going on here? Why is it not sticking? What am I doing wrong, apart from existing? Ah, there we go. Now, with that on there, it'll only drop a little bit. Then I can control it. Whew, it's blowing up. There's not a cloud in the sky. Whew, okay. Alright, so let's get my tools. We need one of those. I need one of those extensions, and of course they would normally be 10mm, but Ford being the assholes that they are, it's an 11mm. God knows why, because they wanted to mess with everybody. Now normally you would leave these ones in there. I'm going to take them out because I want them out of the way, because I'm not sure how the hell at the moment I'm going to get this window down. So they're coming out completely. And I'm not saying this is going to work. This is me giving it a shot. Ford found on road dead. Not a surprise. Now, as you can tell from my voice, I'm originally from England, and in England Fords were made in a place called Dagenham, and in England we don't have trash cans, we have dustbins, and Ford were known as Dagenham dustbins for obvious reasons. Hey, everybody has their problem. I do appreciate that. No car manufacturer is perfect. In fact, it's deliberate that they're not. Just so they can screw with you. Okay, did I undo every nut and bolt? Yes, I think I did. I missed one. Oh, great, it's one of those fucking... Oh, another Ford fuck up. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't believe what you guys do. You are so fucking retarded. That seems to be into the plastic. I've got to get a wrench now and a... I don't know what it is. Oh, for God's sake. See what happens when I push this out. We'll deal with that other thing in a minute. Okay. Oh, that's a... Those are the window regulator. And that is... And we... Great. Good design, Ford. Fucking assholes. Oh, how the hell am I going to get this out? Good God. What a stupid design. Alright, it looks like I'm going to have to get my cutters and cut through the cable so that I can lower the window. Yep, I don't see I have a choice. Wow. They really are morons. Nope. Alright, I'm going to have to get my cutters and cut through that cable in order to lower the window so that I can try and drill out these bloody rivets. Rivets, assholes. Alright, excuse me while I cut you off and go and get my cutters. Alright, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but figured I'd film it anyway. Whilst you can't see what I'm going to do, there is a cable hidden here on the regulator, and with my trusty side cutters I'm going to try chopping through it. Now it's pretty thick. I've got to go through the outer plastic and metal and then through the inner core. This hopefully will give me the chance for the window to drop so that I can drill out those things that should normally be nuts. Yeah, and Ford, you're fucking nuts. So, I just thought I'd bang myself on the head too. Let's see what we can do here. I can't do any harm, that's for sure. We do need a decent set of cutters than these. Good. At least I've cut through it. Now, let's see. I still can't move the damn window. Is there another cable I need to cut? Yes, there is. The one on this motor. Damn it. How do I get to that one? So as it goes down here, through there and round there. And okay, I can't show you guys, sorry. Once again, I can see it, I can feel it. Just like a woman, I can see it, I can feel it, but I cannot see it. No, that's not quite right. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to try cutting this one now. What a fucked up design. Hey, in case you guys had probably never noticed, I don't love manufacturers. Okay, I have now chopped. So hopefully, the window still doesn't move. What the heck am I snooker? Why not? Oh great, I know this is going to be fun. Oh, this is a piece of crap. Oh, another piece of crap. So something else is jammed. Right at the moment, I don't know what it is. Okay, let me fiddle with this. I'll tell you what I find. Alright, once I cut that third cable, it certainly did allow me to get the window lowered, and now I've got it where I want it. One website I saw, or video, YouTube video, suggested punching out the center of the rivet with a hammer and then drilling off the rivet. I'm not keen on that, and the reason I'm not keen on it is I'm hammering on what is a piece of glass. And it could easily shatter. Then I've got to buy a new window out of my pocket, because it's not the customer's fault. I was an arsehole. So I'm going to try a different method. It may or may not work, I don't know, and maybe I'll turn out to be the arsehole. It's my good and trusted Dremel, and I'm planning on cutting the rivet head off, and we'll see how it goes. I can only show you this one rivet because that's the only one you can see. The other one's buried in there and it's awkward. So here we go. And yes, eye protection. I didn't start with a full wheel, I now have to go and get another wheel. So let me go grab that. I'll finish it off and then I'll be right back to you because I love you, baby. I love you. Hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Using my Dremel, I have now ground this off. That means that is now footloose and fancy free. I'll have to pop the rest of this out once I get the glass out. That shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, I may even just grind that last little piece off if I can't pull it out with my fingers, which I can't. And the other one is here. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, sorry. It's still hot. I've only just finished grinding it off. So once I get the glass out, which I now have to do, then we'll be able to get rid of the crap that Ford put on there and decide whether we're going to put more crap back in with another rivet or whether we're going to do a sensible method of a nice little nut and bolt, so that should anybody in the future need to remove this, they can. Although with the amount of miles on this vehicle, who knows how much longer it's going to survive. This is a standard gas 4 litre with over 300,000 miles on it. Okay, Mr. Ford, I can pat you on the back for that. Or maybe I shouldn't, because guess what? Your vehicles are lasting too long. You fucked it up. Yeah, what a surprise. Alright, the next phase is to get the glass out. Always a precarious moment, because you drop this fucker, gonna cost you. So with my big ass tool here, I've now got to try and get the glass out. The glass lifts and then you need to tilt it. In fact, excuse me 1 second. Let go. Give me it back. Thank you. This is not fun. Wow. Excuse me, I need to go to the dark side. Taken the seal off. Ouch. Good God. As you can see, this isn't easy. There we go. Whew. Just needed to get the correct angle of the dangle and the dingle of Miss Pringle. Okay, so now we need to remove these last little pieces here. That we can do without too much effort and without breaking the glass. Now the next thing, let me just move this over here, is to get all of this crap out of here. Now because I've cut the cords, oh no! These pieces of shit come out easily. But we still do need to disconnect the motor. So let's the motor, connection. Wow, and that's just one of those pain in the ass connections, of course. You squeeze and wiggle and jiggle, and eventually you get it out. Pull it out here and give me some more room to play with. Wouldn't that be nice? My. Of course not. Alright, let's try and get this damn thing off, because oh great. Come on. You don't want to. Now let's try, huh? Oh, come on. I'm going to have to get a tool on that. But whilst you're watching me, look at all the lovely pieces I can pull out. Look, more crap. And, oh, where does this one go? Goes to more crap. Alright, so the only thing I now need to do is to get this connector to let go, which of course it doesn't want to do because I'm on camera. Push it in first and then pull it out. In case you weren't aware, that is a good method. Oh damn, you probably weren't even seeing that. With a lot of these connectors, push them in, then squeeze the connector and then pull it out. That often helps. It's something I should have mentioned before, but I didn't, so you just go and have live with it. Alright, so this one is now out. Time for a sip of gin and tonic. And then we'll put the new one in. Let's hope the connector's the same, hey? Back in a moment, guys. Don't go away. This is exciting, isn't it? You really are creaming your pants. Alright, so now what I got to do is get the new mechanism in there. I got to fit all this shit through that little hole. Oh boy. Getting there. Slow but sure. Very fiddly. And look, got the nuts on ready to go into these holes. That's one thing you should try and do. Because of the washers on the nuts, it doesn't come through the hole. Oh, fuck. Oh dear, oh fucking dear. They didn't make the hole big enough for the washer to come through. Oh jeez. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. Alright, oh dear, I got rats. I got a rod in the wrong place. Alright. It's off camera, you didn't see it, and I should have said about it. This rod here is to do with the lock mechanism. You have to get that out of the way. Alright. Oh dear, oh dear. Why am I laughing? Please tell me why. Why do I do this? I'm out here in the sun, burning my fucking ass off. Alright, now we can put this rod back in. Hello, Rodney. It's to do with the lock mechanism. You'll find it in your way, and you'll know which one it is, and then you'll move it out of your way and click it back in position, just like I did. Alright, now it's a matter of getting the rest of the things lined up, you know, bolts, penises, vaginas, you know, the interesting things in life. Getting the regulators lined up, connecting everything back up. Where's my... There she is, winging around. And you can see, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And now it's a matter of tightening all of those up, sliding the glass back in, and riveting or bolting it to this regulator. And of course, now that this one works, I'll be able to bring it up to the height that I need. I must admit, in one respect I would like to rivet it because it's quick and simple. However, I really don't want to screw the next guy, so I think I'm going to get myself a couple of short millimeter bolts and put bolts in there. So next thing for me is to slide the glass back in, line it up, and slip the bolts in. Hopefully you guys have found that of interest. If you haven't, oh well. If you have and you like my videos, I'd love for you to subscribe and ding the dong, so that ring the bell, so that you get notified when I do another video. I'm sorry you're having to look at my ugly mug, but that's the choice I had when doing this particular video. If it was on my head, you probably wouldn't have seen half the shit you have. Maybe that would have been a good thing, who knows. So there you go, guys. Put it all back together is the simple solution from now. Thank you, and I wish you all well.